Hello all, my name is Adonis and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a love coming spread for all of my Leos out there for the week of July 7th to the 13th. So from July 7th to the 13th, this is a reading, a love coming spread for all of my Leos out there. Without any further ado, let's jump right in. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see, show me cards I need to see for all my Leos out there. Let's see what kind of love they got coming towards them the week of July 7th to the 13th. One more spread, one more shuffle rather, guys. Okay, I want to pop out. Okay, there we go. Oh, interesting. Okay. Alright, so right off the bat here we have the Strength card that popped out. So this person obviously is a little intimidated. This person is a little bit intimidated, maybe a little nervous, a little shy. To let you know, to really kind of get your attention, to kind of let you know they're kind of trying to pursue you. So they're a little intimidated. This love coming at you. This person's a little intimidated. It's taking a great amount of courage on their part to even work up the courage to even let you know that, hey, I like you. So that's kind of like what we're dealing with right here, with this particular situation here, with this individual here. Now, the interesting part about this also is that we got the Emperor card here. So even though this person is a little bit shy, they're a little intimidated about the situation. They've decided to take a leadership role in this situation and say, hey, listen, it's either now or never. And they really decide to put their best foot forward to try to really get your attention, to let you know, hey, listen, I'm into you. That is further double down with the Chariot card, which means they have really begun to say, hey, you know what? They really want to assert themselves. They want to really take a leadership position in this situation and take the bull by the horns and move it in the direction that they want to move it into, to really get your attention. So like I said, this person is taking them a lot of courage to do this in the first place, but they have finally decided after a period of time they're going to take a leadership role in this situation and really let you know, hey, listen, I'm interested in you. Let's see where we can take this here. Now, interesting enough, we got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups here. That is a water sign individual. That is a Pisces, a Cancer, or a Scorpio. Now, what that tells me is that, there are definitely messages of interest being sent here to you, or going to be sent here to you. But funny enough, and this is just a feeling that I'm getting here. This could possibly be a somewhat of a younger person. This possibly a younger water sign individual here. Involving a situation here. I'm really getting the feeling of that. In addition here, we got the Death card. So that tells me that either this individual is ending a relationship that they're presently in. That's a possibility. Possibly they're ending a present relationship in order to pursue this one with you, or the Death card is endings and new beginnings. It's quite possibly that they've decided to end this anxiety. It is a death of the death of an emotional, of something emotional that they're feeling. So it could more or less be like I'm feeling like a more of an emotional aspect here of endings and new beginnings. They decided to end fear, in the fact that they're no longer going to be afraid, and they're really going to take a leap forward to try to pursue this relationship with you. In addition, we got the Temperance card here, which says that they're looking for an equal give and take here. So they definitely looking for seems like they're looking for something serious here, serious and long term. Like I said, even though the energy may be a little bit younger, they definitely seem like they're definitely looking to pursue something long term, and somewhat serious here, with an equal give and take. So they're willing to put the work in other words. Enough. Also, we got the Queen of Cups. Again, so, and what that tells me, again, water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Now, what the Queen of Cups means is that this individual is looking to be loyal, to be dedicated, and they really have pondered this, and they really want to move forward with this situation, with you, looking to be devoted and loyal to you. So they're looking to really be serious about this situation. Got the Hierophant card, so they're looking for a long-term commitment, possibly even a love situation, a marriage situation. They're definitely love, but this person seemingly is in love with you. That's what I'm feeling here. That's what I'm seeing. This person, for all intents and purposes, is in love with you, and they're looking to really have a long-term commitment with you. Now that's interesting. So, with all that being said, let's see what your strengths are. Let's see what all your strengths, Leo. Let's see what your strengths are. What kind of strengths that you have? What's the strengths that you have in this situation? Some rising being a Libra, some rising being a Libra. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all of my Leos out there. Let's see how much strengths they have. Let's see what kind of strength they have in this particular situation. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, it's kind of funny. Right off the bat, you got the Six of Wands. And what that tells me is that you know that this person is pursuing you. You're kind of flattered by it, actually. It's like a recognized victory. You're kind of like, you know what? I thought this person was kind of looking at me, was interested in me. I was right. Yeah, he or she was checking me out. I'm right about that. So, that's a kind of like a recognized victory on your part. You're kind of proud of yourself that you were able to really kind of like read the signs, if you will. In addition, here we got the Two of Pentacles here. So that means that you're able to juggle a couple things at one time here, possibly work and your personal life, so you're able to do some you're able to maintain some moderation here in your personal life and your work life. It also could possibly be here, there may be someone else that you're also interested in at the same time here. And you're kind of juggling both these things at the same time. You're able to maintain, like, hey, listen, this person's kind of interested in me, this person's kind of interested in me, so you're able to juggle both those things at the same time here. Funny enough, though, we got the Ace of Pentacles here, and that is an Earth sign energy, which is Virgo, Capricorn, or Taurus. Now, what's interesting about that energy is, again, these are all your strengths, is that there is the beginning of an opportunity here. And a real good attribute that you have that's really a strength is, if this opportunity turns out to be fruitful, you're all for it. You're open towards a brand new opportunity in the realm of a solid relationship here. So that is definitely a strength that you have here. However, I'm also seeing here, again, Two of Wands, there's some choices. You got some choices. Like I said, there seems to be another person in this situation. You're kind of, excuse me here, you're kind of juggling. You're kind of juggling both. You're kind of like, you're kind of trying to make a decision here where you want to go with this. So that's where you are with this situation. Now, again, we have the Four of Wands. Now, this Four of Wands says to me that you absolutely are in the market for a long-term, possibly a marriage situation, if need be. Absolutely. And you know, if the opportunity is there, if the situation is right, you're really, you're down for a long term relationship with this individual on a solid foundation, possible marriage. We got the Seven of Wands here. So another thing that I'm feeling from these cards here is the fact that there may be some you're not afraid to defend your decision to pursue this, if this is the course of action you want to take. You're not afraid to defend your decision to be with this individual, and because you feel like you have the high ground here. That's really, really interesting to see this. So that's a really interesting scenario. Like I said, so you're willing to take the high ground and fight for this potential love situation here. In addition, you got the Sun card, and this person, one of your strengths is that you recognize that this person makes you happy. It's possibility this person makes you happy, and that's really what it's all about for you. That's definitely a strength that you have, is that you realize that, hey, this individual makes me happy. They make me happy. And you have the Six of Swords here, which says, what, you're moving. You realize that you pretty much probably have some hecticness in your life. Maybe in terms of relationships and just overall hustle and bustle of life. You're ready to move into calmer waters. You're ready to move into calmer waters. And that's definitely a strength that you have, is that you realize that, it's time to kind of move from the hecticness and move towards a calmer situation. Now, funny enough, and I want to definitely get some clarification on this. You got a Ten of Wands here. That Ten of Wands says, for some particular reason, there's a sense, and this is a strength, but you feel burdened. There's a sense of, that's not burden, but there's a responsibility here. There's a responsibility that you feel about this situation, and that's why I say I feel as if this water sign individual is definitely a younger individual. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Here's some kind of clarification on the Ten of Wands. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Need some clarification on this Ten of Wands energy here. Okay. All right. Okay, so you got the Queen of Pentacles, y'all. And what that tells me is that you definitely feel a sense of responsibility here, because you're, Queen of Pentacles is a very nurturing, down to earth energy, and again, is being responsible, trustworthy. So basically, it seems to me that this younger individual is going to require some, it's going to require some responsibility on your part to really keep this thing grounded here, and you're willing to pick up that mantle and do so, and that's definitely a strength that you possess here. So let's find out finally here. Let's see what kind of what things from your past that could possibly cause affect the outcome of the situation. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Sun, rising, Venus, Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me the cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. What kind of things from my Leo's past could possibly affect the outcome of this potential situation? Okay. So definitely something that could definitely affect the outcome of this situation. You got the Ace of Cups here. Is true love. Definitely something that could definitely affect the outcome. Something from your past could affect the outcome of this is true love. In other words, do you really, do you really know what true love actually is? And would you recognize it if you saw it, type of thing. So that's definitely something that could affect the outcome of this situation. Is this person, as I said before, this person is in love with you. This person is in love with you. And what could definitely affect the outcome of this situation is the fact that, are you going to reciprocate that love? That deep love. This is deep love that we're talking about here. And if you're going to reciprocate that deep love. In addition here, also we got the Strength card. So, in the past, would you have the courage? Maybe in the past, possibly, you really didn't have the courage to really be mature enough to really see the possibilities of a relationship. And, it's really going to depend on the fact that this person possibly is a little younger. Are you going to have the courage to see this thing through, to pull it forth? Also, you got the Four of Wands here. That Four of Wands card tells me that, quite possibly in the past, there were possibly a marriage situation, quite possibly. And, the opportunity for a long-term relationship. Are you going to have the ability to stay in this long-term relationship and see it through to the possible end of a possible marriage situation? Or do you have the foresight to do that? That's a tough thing to do there. In addition, we have the Knight of Swords. So definitely something that could affect is that again, Knight of Swords energy, air sign energy. Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, especially when it comes to the Knight of Swords, sometimes can be a little bit harsh, and it moves pretty fast. And so, are you going to be able to temper that? Again, dealing with possibly a younger individual, that could also affect the possible outcome of this. And finally, you got the Three of Cups here. And that Three of Cups energy, basically, it says that that's a possible third party involved here, as I said before when we did the Two of Pentacles. Now, possible third party. Something that could definitely affect the outcome of this is if there's someone else, a party and celebration, a third party involved in a situation could definitely affect the outcome of the situation here. So, this is a pretty interesting spread. So let's see if the spirits have any additional information they want to add before I shut this thing down. So, Moon Rising Venus Jupiter, Sun Rising Venus Jupiter. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see. Show me cards I need to see for all my Leos out there. Wow. Okay. So right off the bat here we have ready but waiting. So, this, is basically Spirit's trying to say here is that this individual is definitely ready. They're just kind of just waiting on you, waiting on you. They decided to take a leadership position with this situation here, but they're definitely ready to move forward. Definitely ready to move forward and really try to make something serious out of this. They're really seem to be, like I said, I'm getting the energy here. They are really in love with you. In addition, here we have dependability. Now, you know, Spirit's basically saying here, you know, you're going to have to really be dependable with this situation. Again, I can't help but stress here, this is a possibility of a younger energy here. And dependability is going to be key here. It's definitely going to be key here. You're going to have to be a reliable, dependable individual and kind of guide this other younger individual here in terms of a healthy, abundant relationship. So dependability is key here. And finally, here we got expectation. Expectation. So again, the expectations obviously on the other individual, the person coming at you, are pretty high. The expectations, obviously, like I said, this person is in love with you. And the expectations are pretty high. And you have to be realistic. You have to be realistic about, you have to make them aware about having realistic expectations. It's going to take some time to really grow and really get to know each other so it can really blossom into something solid. But their expectations are pretty high, and that's something Spirit wants to make you aware of. So you can, kind of, if you do decide to pursue something with this individual, you have to do so somewhat with kid gloves, and not be too harsh with your words. Kind of, again, guide them through. This may be the first real hardcore relationship this person has ever really pursued, and you gotta they have to have realistic expectations. You have to have realistic expectations that they expect a whole lot. First time love type situation. So just keep that in mind. All right. So this is a very good information. This is what I'm feeling here. Again, my name is Adonis. Thank you so much for listening. If this doesn't exactly resonate with you, please feel free to get a personal reading with me. I'll leave all the information below. And I'll see you guys next time. All right, bye-bye.